There's so much Deaf Noodles drama going down at the moment, it's intense. His ex-girlfriend has spoken out, his ex-employee has exposed him, and he recently got arrested. Firstly, Deaf Noodles is currently suing his ex-employee for exposing him on TikTok for treating her horrendously while working for him. She'd exposed what went down at the Burning Man festival and how they got lost in the desert, and he only brought one bottle of water. It was insane. So let's break down her exposing video.
Hi, okay, yes, I quit my job. If you know who I work for, you know. You probably understand why I quit, but the main thing that pushed me over the edge was Burning Man. So get this, I had to go on a work trip to Burning Man to record a YouTube video. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm assuming my boss is gonna tell me like what I need to bring or like what to prepare for or like anything. I didn't get any details. I didn't even want to go in the first place, okay? I was getting bad vibe. I just didn't really want to go. So I asked him like a few days prior. I was like, did you already like buy the tickets or anything? Like it just doesn't really go with my schedule. And he like got mad and he's like, I dropped like $4,000 on this trip. Like, you know, let me know if you can't come. I was like, okay, like I'll just go, whatever. So I go, we fly to Reno, we get there. We wait like an hour in line for the rental car place. He goes up with an expired driver's license. How are you? I'm sorry, like, well, how did you think you could rent a car with an expired driver's license? So then he's like, you can do it, like me. And they're like, well, the person who like rents the car has to put their card down. So I had to put my card down.
Now, just throwing this out there, I've always wondered in these situations where former employees speak out about social media influencers they work for, do they struggle to get jobs with other influencers in the future? Because now they've built a reputation around exposing their employers, like who's going to want to employ them? Like, don't get me wrong, this is totally unacceptable and she's got every right to speak out. But I wonder, because the LA influencer world is so small, if this woman is going to struggle getting employed in future by future influencers.
Like a $400 charge on my card. And so the rental car was under my name. Then we drive to Burning Man, like 3 hours. That shit took 6 hours because he went off-road. He was like, F the GPS, I see it over there. Let's just drive straight through the desert. Also, I had half a bottle of water with me that entire time. We were in the middle of the desert, no phone service. He just starts going off-road in the rental car. Drives in many ditches. Like, we got stuck at one point. I literally thought I was gonna die. And it was like so bumpy. My head fucking was like hitting the ceiling. I was anxious the entire time. Like, so anxious. It was like literally one of the worst experiences of my life. It was really bad. And then we finally get to Burning Man, like 5 hours later. We pull up, and then I asked him, I'm like, where are we sleeping? He's like, I'm probably not gonna sleep because I have a lot of work to do, but you can sleep in the car. Oh, okay, that would have been nice to know. I could have brought like a pillow or something.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. That is insane. If I had an employer that asked me to do that, I would start doing some petty shit. But also, as an employer with a reputation to upkeep, wouldn't you be terrified about getting exposed for doing shit like that? This is what I don't understand about influencers that employ people. Like, if you've got $4,000 for a concert festival thing, wouldn't you be able to afford a hotel? And also, I want to actually know if she was getting paid by the hour, because if she was, like, that's a different story, like working overtime on night shift, for example, but she didn't make it clear, so I don't think she was working a night shift. It's just very weird.
I literally didn't even bring pants. Like, I'm wearing shorts and a fucking Gap hoodie. And then we get there, we get the tickets, and he's like, oh, this is like a rave? I thought it was like a hippie commune thing. How the f you just drop $4K on a trip and you don't even know what it is? What? I'm like, okay, this guy's not as smart as I thought he was. I didn't even think he was, but I'm like, come on, dude, come on. Like, be for real, okay? Anyways, so we get there. They don't sell water there or food. It's like, you literally, it was a quick Google search, and I know I could have done it, but it's like, I'm going on a work trip. Like, I didn't think my boss was dumb enough to not tell me any of this shit. But he didn't do a simple Google search, which if you type in Burning Man, you click on the thing, there's a big thing with a survival guide. It tells you that they don't sell food, they don't like buy or sell goods there. That's just how it is. So there was no water. I had half my water bottle from the airport, and no food, and we were in the middle of the desert, and I had to sleep in the car, and there was no bathrooms. There was just porta potties and hand sanitizer, and I didn't know that, and it was just fucking horrible.
Someone commented, to be honest, I would have asked him what I need. I wouldn't just assume not to be prepared, always better to be safe than sorry in that, not defending. Someone else said, as your employer, he was legally required to provide you with water, FYI. So Deaf Noodles' ex-employee has spoken out yet again after exposing him, and it turns out he's going to be suing her.
Okay, hi guys. So I was gonna do the part 2 to this story because I didn't get to finish my little story time video. But I got a text from my ex-boss last night saying that he's gonna sue me. I guess he got butthurt about the storytime video, and then he lied about me on his live this morning and called me a clout chaser, even though I've literally never mentioned his name on my channel. Humble yourself. I've never mentioned his name ever. I just made a storytime video because I'm a content creator who makes story times. It was an interesting story. If I wanted clout, I could make a whole YouTube video and end his career and go off. But I don't use his name. I've made one storytime video about this. Like, I just don't understand where that came from.
Def Noodles' ex-wife has also spoken out about him recently, but it's not what you'd think. A troll or someone who is trying to evoke a reaction from Def Noodles had recently tweeted this. Tomorrow on Breakland, interviews with Lauren Francesca, the ex-girlfriend of Def Noodles, and Tiana Renee, ex-employee of Def Noodles. Get ready. Def Noodles' ex-wife spoke out and had said, I have nothing bad to say about Dennis at all. I never agreed to be interviewed by anyone, and I would never discuss any of my past relationships on social media. I worked really hard to create a positive environment. This drama has nothing to do with me. Please leave me out of it. Then Def Noodles responded, please leave her alone. She has nothing to do with this. Attack me all you want, but leave the people in my life alone. Also, stop lying about shit. Y'all trolls are looking pathetic, reaching all the time. Now, people are really digging in deep to this, saying that he's acting all defensive for some weird reason. But no, his ex expressed that she doesn't want to have anything to do with online drama, so there's no tea that's going to get spilled there. So why did Dennis recently get arrested? What's the tea? He'd recently tweeted, I just got doxxed. LAPD stopped by my club and did a full search of the whole building but found nothing. No fines, no warnings. I'm 100% clear. Thanks to everyone who reported me. Love ya. Now, someone had exposed the real reason why the cops had visited Def Noodles. According to this user, they'd said, also, he straight up said in his video yesterday that he had a formal meeting with the LAPD scheduled because of swashing threats. Why make this look like the cops just showed up when he already said it was scheduled in a video? I get he's trying to lean into this villain persona. Def Noodles responded, this thing had nothing to do with the meeting that I have with the LAPD. My meeting with the LAPD is at LAPD, not in my building. They literally told me as soon as I opened the door that they were responding to numerous reports. Get a life, seriously. So yeah, his comedy events have been getting quite the backlash. One apparently was a scam, people are saying, like it never happened or something like that. People are saying that he just took their money and that there was no comedy event.
LA Comedy Club.
Yo, what's up? So I'm calling to ask if I heard this guy Dennis Feitosa was performing tonight at 11:30, but I clicked on the Eventbrite link to buy tickets and it says the event is unavailable.
Yeah, he's not performing. I've never heard of the guy.
You've never heard of the guy? That's weird because he's claiming on his social media account with 100,000 followers that he was performing tonight. He's been hyping up this event and tweeting out tickets and stuff, so I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, I'm confused myself. I've gotten like 2 calls about this guy. I've never heard of him. We have sometimes comics show up to my club expecting what we call a guest spot, which is like a quick little 5-minute like audition or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he assumed he's doing that. I don't know. I've never heard of the guy, so.
Wow, it's fucking crazy, man. All right, well, thanks for letting me know at least.
All right, no problem.
Also, there was an incident at one of his other comedy events recently where he allegedly assaulted someone. So he's just getting a ton of backlash at the moment, and I guess some trolls thought it would be a good idea to call the LAPD on him. So what are your thoughts on Def Noodles at the moment? Let me know in the comments.